President Trump authorized military troops in Portland, Oregon, on Saturday, giving them authority to use full force. The big picture: after sending the National Guard to Washington, D.C. and Los Angeles, this summer, the president has made public his consideration of deploying troops to Democrat-led cities including Portland, New Orleans, and Chicago. State of play: at the request of Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, I am directing Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, to provide all necessary troops to protect war-ravaged Portland, and any of our ICE facilities under siege from attack by Antifa, and other domestic terrorists, Trump said on Truth Social. I am also authorizing full force, if necessary. What they're saying, Portland Mayor Keith Wilson said in a news release responding to Trump's order on Saturday, the number of necessary troops is 0, in Portland and any other American city. Wilson made the statement after a press conference on Friday night reporting a sudden influx of federal agents and armored vehicles in the city. They're here without clear precedent or purpose, Wilson said. He added, alluding to the possibility of a government shutdown, that the agent influx is against a national backdrop of a federal government that might not even be open in a week's time. This federal mobilization is a distraction. Imagine if the federal government sent instead 100 teachers or 100 engineers or 100 addiction specialists. Sen. Ron Wyden, Democrat, Oregon, confirmed reports of federal agents in the city on social media Friday and said he is in close contact with state and local officials. I urge Oregonians not to fall into Trump's attempt to incite violence, he said. Just as I did in 2020, I will lead our delegation and state officials to oppose any unjustified increase in federal forces. Editor's note: this story has been updated with additional statements. President Trump late Friday demanded Microsoft fire its head of global affairs, Lisa Monaco, over her work in the Biden administration. Why it matters: Trump's push for one of the world's largest companies to oust one of its top executives is the latest example of the administration's broad efforts to exert more active oversight of corporate America. What they're saying: it is my opinion that Microsoft should immediately terminate the employment of Lisa Monaco, Trump said in a Truth Social post, calling her corrupt and totally Trump deranged. Trump described her as a menace to U.S. national security, citing Microsoft's government contracts. He withdrew her security clearances last March in the same order where he also withdrew clearances for former President Biden and Hillary Clinton, among others. The intrigue: far-right activist Laura Loomer claimed credit for the push to oust Monaco in a post on X, saying she alerted Trump to Monaco's role. Loomer tagged Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella in her post, asking, you going to comply? Or continue to be two-faced? Flashback: the software and services giant tapped Monaco, who served as Deputy Attorney General and Homeland Security Advisor under Biden, in May of this year as President of Global Affairs. Monaco's having that kind of access is unacceptable, and cannot be allowed to stand, Trump wrote Friday. Zoom out: it's not the first time Trump has demanded executive changes at a major public company. Earlier this year, he demanded the resignation of Intel CEO Lip-Bu Tan, only to days later praise Tan, and then invest in the company. It's also far from the first time Loomer has taken credit for Trump going after public and private officials.